And we back in the building. I'm a nigga. During this pandemic, scamdemic, Curtisy live here. And FORNiTE, look what they did. I think I showed you. Okay. They're promoting transhumanism to kids. As a believer in Christ, I can see this end-time warrior in Christ. We're gonna get it started. Playing some truth in the background while the video is on. First video is gonna be talking about the coronavirus pandemic. Then we're gonna go to who's sellouts in the satanic music industry. These are some of the last videos. Look what Bill Gates was trying to do. Subs behind niggas, nothing new under the sun. With these plagues and this mark of the beast. Yeah, I gotta take a picture. The Holy Spirit desires to guide all of our decisions, even the little ones, so that we take the right path. Not a bad. Playing all these the other day. Oh, dang. Truth unedited channel is nasty. He's nice with it. Hold on, guys. Sorry about the wait. Come around here, man. You know it's just a gig. You alright, Jerry?
Yeah. Taking out.
Those that believe in never letting their prices go to waste really are applying that mentality to today. There are many today that think this is just a phase that will pass. Those that have blind optimism that believe that once this virus goes away, we will be coming back to life as normal. But the truth is that the life that we all knew not too long ago is drifting away week by week. If we are paying attention, it's pretty clear that the world we once knew will never be the same again. And for many, that understanding is too much to bear because they have not been mentally preparing themselves for this moment in time. One thing that I try to do is live in reality.
Exactly.
Not a false one that ignores all the potentially negative circumstances happening around us.
Exactly.
In this deceptive world, we must walk and maneuver with spiritual eyes. We must keep our feet planted strongly in a foundation of truth and understanding. We must be vigilant, and live through expectations that are based upon the world that is actually here, more than the world that we want to see. The truth is that we are right now being guided into a new world order. A total shift in how the world runs and operates. A total shift in our relationship with our government. A total shift in society completely. The world we knew is being transformed into something else. The thing is that it's easier to live in this type of changing world when we are mentally prepared for it. So what I want to do is provide perspective from my vantage.
And I will be playing
because the coronavirus is not your biggest risk. Now don't get me wrong, what's going on is still a risk, but it's not your biggest one. What should we be expecting in the near future? What does the future of the coronavirus is going? Let's talk about it. Let's begin. So it's very hard not to be focusing on the coronavirus. Everywhere you turn, someone is speaking about it. All around the world, our lives have been completely shut down because of it. It seems this whole world has been affected by it. Economies around the world are crashing, bringing the world to an inevitable worldwide economic depression. Citizens across the world are in fear. They don't know who or what to believe in. They're quarantining in their homes at government's orders. Police and military are in the streets enforcing these quarantines. Television news anchors are broadcasting from their homes. A majority of businesses have closed. Even churches have closed their doors. Savings accounts of 401ks are being depleted by the day. Wall Street profits are
That's what's really happening.
Jobless claims are skyrocketing. Congress is passing stimulus bills that bails out business, passes out checks to individuals, and gives out a little more support to citizens who are finding themselves in sudden positions of unemployment. So it's a given that you would want to focus on this virus, but you should not. Take the proper precautions for yourself and your family, and move your mind away from it, because the virus is not your biggest risk. It's what comes after the virus that you should be aware of and prepared for.
Yeah.
Now, there are many claims that it's not really about the virus and really about 5G. And to me, that honestly makes more sense than the nonsense we are hearing about this virus. A virus or 5G, it doesn't really matter in the long run. It's the agenda that matters. The coronavirus is an extremely powerful scapegoat that the powers that be, the 1% of the 1%, have decided to use for this world transition. And it's not the virus that I will be focusing on, but this transition. There's so many things changing, it's hard to know where to begin. First thing that should be understood is that we are entering in a post-American led world. What does that mean exactly? For decades since World War II, the world has been following the lead of the United States. The United States was the leader of the world, and everyone looked to it for the answers. It was the model of how things should go. But those times are coming to an end. Now, this is not something solely on Donald Trump, but for time's sake, it's easiest to start with him. For the majority of his presidency, Donald Trump has been pushing other countries away from depending on the United States and having everyone pay his fair share. The United States no longer being policemen of the world.
The United States cannot continue to be the policeman of the world.
The world is no longer looking to the United States for leadership. Even Russian media is reporting that Putin offered Donald Trump help, and Donald Trump accepted, even going as far as showing that Russia just sent a plane full of supplies to the United States. In the past American-led world, America used to supply the help. In this post-American-led world, America is now receiving the help. Just the fact that this is being said shows the times that we are in regard to the respect of United States leadership. America now has the most confirmed coronavirus cases in the world. Though the virus started in China, China is being praised on the way that it has dealt with it. The response in Europe and America has been slow and haphazard by comparison. China looks like a model country, as it was the first country to experience the epidemic and the first country to get out of it. The authoritarian model in Beijing now appears more viable than the Western democratic. I'm just explaining what the narrative seems to be implying. For people who care more about freedom, privacy, and individual rights, this world after the coronavirus looks a lot more worrying. China was able to slow the spread of the virus because the rights of its citizens are more greatly suppressed compared to the United States. And because people are in fear, they are desiring this more than their own freedom and more rights. What we are witnessing is a narrative that will eventually blame Donald Trump for not declaring martial law sooner, and a world that will be demanding more power and control from its government, handing over its rights and freedom to the government for more protection and security. The world is asking for more control by its government so that problems like this can be handled more efficiently. When people are scared, they will give up their liberties for more security, and that has always been a roadmap of the New World Order. So, as we move forward, we should have an expectation of the world embracing more of a control structure that resembles China more than the United States. It's not China running the world or being the world power similar to how the United States was. That's not what the world will look like. But that the authoritarian style of government that China has will be implemented for the rest of the world. In China, people don't question their government. They know that they are under surveillance and lack privacy. They are a country that is tightly run, and based on the narrative that we are seeing, we should have an expectation of this to be spread around the world. This is a part of the New World Order.
It's very difficult for people to change their beliefs. That's exactly why it's very important for us to raise our children and socialize them and educate them appropriately with the right beliefs. Because whatever those children believe, by the time they're 12 years old, they're not likely to change it again.
This is our land. We got to teach our people that they're home. We have to teach our people their nationality.
Dr. Clark said we lost our sense of nationhood, and he was right. Because we lost our memory of what it meant to be a nation.
We are the only people who have gone through this identity crisis, trying to find out who we are.
This is to mentally and politically disconnect the people from the land and thus their inheritance.
Webster's Dictionary talks about the definition of America, and it says it's the aboriginal or copper-colored natives found on the American continent by the Europeans.
Damn, I got 3,000.
In an effort to deny the African origins of culture and civilization, Europeans have paid money to send people in to excavate. And the more they dig, the more black they find.
And I've often said that in order for oppression, racism, slavery to have existed, you had to have every major institution in America complicit.
So, what do I mean when I say that the coronavirus is not our biggest risk? For some people, they are just waiting in their homes for the virus to pass and waiting for life to get back to normal. This is a major reason why I recommend not following the news in regards to the virus. Why I recommend not focusing on it? It's because that's all they're giving you, a false hope. But here's what they're not telling you. There is an expectation that by June, the spreading of the virus should be over, and that the self-quarantining and stay-at-home orders will be lifted and normal life should resume. But what they are not saying is that shutting down the world economy for this long will have massive implications. Now, I have already made a video speaking about why the situation is all about the debt. If you have not watched that video, please make sure that you do, so you have a better understanding. But understand this from an economic point of view. Shutting down all economic activity in the month of March will bring negative growth for the first quarter. So that's the first quarter of 2020 with negative growth. Then, with the economy shut down in April and May into June, that's obviously another quarter of negative growth. The technical definition of a recession is 2 consecutive quarters of negative growth. So no matter how you look at it, we will be in a recession by July. A depression is negative growth for 4 quarters or a year, which is highly likely as well. The point is that we are undoubtedly headed towards a global recession that will probably be labeled a depression. And this will lead to higher unemployment and massive business failures and bankruptcies. That will undoubtedly pop the credit bubble. This could happen even sooner than July. But either way, there is no saving it. There is no going back to the way things were. And the Fed, who has been charged with propping up the economic system during the coronavirus, will not have enough ammunition to stop further problems. And if the government decides to do more stimulus and continue printing more money, for example, like how Trump is proposing a $2 trillion infrastructure bill, and Congress wants to provide more checks to citizens, if that continues, there will be a dumping of dollars. You see, you can't keep printing money out of nowhere and expect the world to still have a demand for them. The oil crisis by itself could spark a dumping of dollars, as this is the only reason why the dollar is the world reserve currency right now. People buy oil in dollars. They are required to. But right now, there is an oversupply of oil. See, the biggest risk is not the coronavirus. The biggest risk is the economic problems that the coronavirus will be blamed for causing in the coming future. Earlier I said we are witnessing a post-American-led world. But that is not just in regards to leadership, but economically as well. The biggest risk is the collapse of the United States dollar, which is inevitably upon us. I have a video about this as well. Please watch it. This will be the major transition into the New World Order, and we are witnessing the narrative that is being played out right now. Right now, there are businesses that are closed down that may never open up again, or if they do, their longevity will be short. America is a consumer-driven economy. It survives when the consumer is financially strong and spending. They are predicting numbers like 30% unemployment. How can a country survive when 30% of the country is unemployed? They will not have money to buy items. And even if the threat of the virus is gone for a period of time, it still will not change the world's economic conditions. Now, this explanation of the economic situation is very light in this video. If you do not agree or understand, watch my economic collapse videos and they will provide more background. And please understand, this is not just specific to the United States, but the whole world will experience this. The United States is just so important because it is the economy that keeps the world comfortable. Massive unemployment and lack of income will come. In the end, people will be depending on the government to save them from this. No matter how you look at it, we are entering the New World Order, and life as we know it is forever changed. If you have a mindset of things going back to the way they were before the virus, you are not mentally preparing yourself for what's coming. While living through this coronavirus lockdown, things right now still have been pretty peaceful, but there will be civil unrest soon. Prepare for it and stay inside when it occurs. There is also a very big chance for military conflict. You see, North Korea has shut down all negotiations with the United States and has been repeatedly firing missiles. The United States also started taking action against Venezuela, trying to transition a new government and force Maduro to step down. There was a report in the New York Times just last week about an escalation in Iraq with Iran. The article said the Pentagon has ordered military commanders to plan for an escalation of American combat in Iraq, issuing a directive last week to prepare a campaign to destroy an Iranian-backed militia group that has threatened more attacks against American troops. But the United States top commander in Iraq has warned that such a campaign could be bloody and counterproductive and risk war with Iran. And to top it off, U.S.-China relations are free-falling. We have Trump calling it the Chinese virus, and China saying that the U.S. military brought the virus to China. My point is that the unresolved conflicts of the past are still brewing all over the world. Let's not forget about the continuous earthquakes that are happening across the United States. They are getting bigger and more frequent. That is another quote-unquote natural occurrence that would trigger collapse. See, this is not meant to scare you, but to prepare you. It's really heartbreaking to watch so many live with this reality that they just have to wait things out and they will get their lives back. No, we are all being conditioned to accept this transition to this new world order. Listen, this coronavirus epidemic is a worldwide problem. It's a problem that points to the current deficit in world leadership today. There is currently no leadership in the world that people can depend on that is able to properly direct a crisis that affects the world like this. This post-American-led world does not make China the new leaders of the world. It's just that they are the new roadmaps of society. This lack of leadership is a purposely engineered objective to drive us into accepting this new world order and what comes with it. We should expect the formation of a world government to come from this. But this will not occur until after the economic collapse and military conflict. But even before all this happens, this coronavirus is already establishing the structures of this new world order. We will be moving towards a complete transition to a digital age, where privacy is no longer our major concern. Instead of asking, is there a reason to do this online? We'll be asking, is there any good reason to do this in person? And people may need to be reminded and convinced that there actually is. Our online communication will be turned up to new degrees. A person's world will be one of apps, tablets, and self-service screens, where everything you need is delivered to you through technology. Your transportation, your food, whether it's groceries or actual prepared food from the restaurant.
Look.
People will be using more products like Facebook Portal and FaceTime than ever before. Companies, churches, individuals will be using products like Zoom to do group communication. This is one reason why they are projecting that we will be quarantined for so long. This is mass conditioning. Moving away from a private, personal world to one that is completely manifested online, where all our conversations and interactions are recorded. Virtual reality will soon become the majority's actual reality. Why leave your home if you can visit places virtually? Virtual reality allows us to have experiences we want, even if we have to be isolated, quarantined, or alone. They will probably market it to us as a way for us to adapt and stay safe in the next outbreak. When you look at the products and investments that major companies and organizations have been making over the past decade, you can see how they have been preparing for this. Long before the virus's arrival, social distancing was becoming a way of life. Around the world, people have been getting increasingly accustomed to same-day shipping, on-demand service apps like Uber and Instacart. There is more streamed entertainment than one could watch in a lifetime. Everybody's doing group chats and talking on social media more than in person. When we come out from the weeks or months of distancing from one another, will we actually crave human contact? Or will we realize how comfortable we can live without it? As long as they condition us to fear contact with humans, things will never be the same. Some even said things like shaking hands should never be done again. This is a fundamental change in society.
But no, we all have to get away from, getting away from shaking hands is a good thing. And possibly that's something that comes out of this. Maybe people shouldn't be shaking hands for their own friends because the flu and other things.
As a result of COVID-19, the coronavirus, everyone in the world will be greatly pressed and influenced to surrender basic civil liberties in return for security, which will change the social contract in this liberal world. By promising security, we will all be introduced to a world government that reduces personal contact in the public space and grabs more power to intervene into our private lives. Digital technology makes it possible to create subtle police states where state control is not as obvious as it could be, because it's not like you see people guarding and standing around listening to your conversations. It's very subtle. And through this, people will voluntarily offer private data and information and hope that the state can provide more security. This is what the New World Order will look like. From the time they started informing us about the vaccine, they told us about the importance of making the vaccine. When Trump started talking of it, he spoke of how fast he wanted to have the vaccine ready. This vaccine looks like it will be the first part of the narrative for everyone's initiation into the New World Order. It was a statement that has been claimed to be made by David Spangler in 1945. And whether or not he said the quote is irrelevant to me. It's what was said that's important, because I believe it is a great explanation into the acceptance of the New World Order and the mark of the beast. What it said was, no one will enter the New World Order unless he or she will make a pledge to worship Lucifer. No one will enter the New Age unless he will take a Luciferian initiation. And this is true. The coronavirus vaccine will be a big part of this narrative because what they will do is tie humanity to this vaccine. You will not be able to be a part of society if you do not take this vaccine. The claim will be how else will people know you are safe and not affected. And the sad part is that because people are so scared, they will rush to accept some phenomenal gameplay. The movie Contagion, which is trending right now, provides a visual example. If you are vaccinated, this will allow you to receive employment, travel on airplanes, receive medical care, stuff like that. Basically, the requirement of the vaccine will tell people who's safe and who's not. You will see celebrities and influencers pushing the importance of getting this vaccine. But how will people know that you're vaccinated? People like Bill Gates are working right now to tie the proof of vaccination to an insertable RFID chip.
Yeah, our foundation works a lot on diagnostics and vaccines, and understanding how to make new vaccines and make them more effective. That's what we're doing all the time.
This will be a means of verifying one is vaccinated and safe. By taking the vaccine, it allows you entrance into the new economy and monetary system that will come into place. This will be mandatory if you want to be a part of the system. And the sad part is if you're not vaccinated, don't depend on your family and friends to help you, because they will be scared of you. They will probably turn you in, because to them, you're a danger to society. Yep. I don't know if the vaccine will have the chip in it, or if the chip is something you were able to receive because you're vaccinated. Either way, they are both coming. People are demanding it. Now, let's talk about this world economic system. Regardless of what happens with the stock market and economy, even if you believe the dollar and all other fiat currencies will be around forever, it's undeniable that the physical paper currency system is done. Everyone is extremely germ conscious right now. There will be reports probably, if they aren't out now, that the virus is found on paper money. So to prevent future spreads, we need to eliminate physical currency. Money will be digital. I mean, people may want to believe it's all coincidence, that this is the reason why cryptocurrencies were even created. That is just a coincidence while we saw the implementation of the chip card and the virtual card through Apple Pay and Samsung Pay that allow contactless transactions. That is a coincidence that in the recent stimulus bill, Congress tried to introduce a digital dollar. Maybe you have heard that they tried to tie the stimulus money paid to individuals to a digital dollar. They nicely let us know it's out there, but then they don't speak about it again. But the digital dollar was not just some proposal. It is already here. On the Coinbase platform, which is a major source in the United States for buying and selling cryptocurrency, you will see that there is the dollar coin. It's already here, people. It's not a conspiracy. People may want to call it all coincidence and inconsequential, but it is not. We are moving to a digital currency where all monetary activity is tracked and logged. The blockchain technology, which creates a digital ledger for all transactions, is already established. We are there. This is not some far-off future. We are in the beginning stages of the transition. And like I just said, in regards to the vaccine and RFID chip, you will not be able to have access to the new economy without taking the initiation and receiving the vaccine and microchip. All of this goes together. In regards to healthcare, we are looking to a digital revolution of our medicine. It's no wonder why they have such a socialistic healthcare in America. People around the world will use the coronavirus as a strong justification to demand universal healthcare worldwide. It will be argued that the ability to respond to a pandemic depends more on full and transparent leadership, and there will be calls to elevate to the same priority level as other threats, such as nuclear disarmament and terrorism. The world will act together. All medical records will be electronic and online. Since Obama, we have already been transitioning to digital medical records, but the full migration has not fully happened yet. Digital technologies will become even more prominent, and we are likely to see a rise in the use of telemedicine as well as home testing. Out of necessity, remote office visits could skyrocket in popularity as traditional care settings are overwhelmed by the pandemic. There would also be a containment-related benefit to the shift. Staying home for a video call keeps you out of the transit system, out of the waiting room, and most importantly, away from patients who need critical care. In the US, it's said that a third of the population already use telemedicine. And now, people currently will have no other choice but to rely on it. The more they use it, the more they will learn to trust the method, allowing for the delivery of faster and cheaper healthcare. We will also see a movement towards people utilizing home tests for illnesses such as the flu or high cholesterol. It will be promoted that there is no reason to go to the physical doctor for everything. Some things can be diagnosed remotely, more than likely through artificial intelligence. The world healthcare system will be all digital. You will see credits and benefits if you link your medical account with devices like an Apple Watch. But again, going back to that microchip, we will see our medical care linked to this insertable RFID chip. The microchips can tell authorities if you're running a fever, if you're properly vaccinated. It will monitor your movements and tell if you're helping the system by regularly exercising or if you're sitting on the couch being inactive, hurting the system. In New York, we saw a sugar tax where you pay more if you decide to drink sugary drinks like a Coke. This will be more universal and wider spread. If a world government is providing health care for all, they cannot allow everyone to just decide to eat what they want. If you choose to eat pizza every day and not work out, this will obviously lead to health-related problems. You will have the right to do so, but you will pay a premium to eat that pizza and fries or that cheeseburger. You'll pay a tax. I know many people want to deny it, but it should be easy to see that this microchip that they have been suggesting over this past decade is coming closer to our reality. Between a digital monetary system and a digital healthcare system, this microchip will be a solution for all of these current problems and a more transparent future where our desire for peace and safety outweighs our desire for privacy. Listen, in regards to your future, there now needs to be a complete mindset change. Unless you have been working towards an essential skill like coding, engineering, and robotics, the economy will not be something that will place you in high demand for employment. The class system has already been locked in place. The hidden agenda of the coronavirus is not about attacking the poor. They've already been attacked. What is happening right now is the destruction of the middle class. This is another major agenda of today, the destruction of the middle class. There are so many people that have been wealthy all their lives that will lose their wealth during the next few months to years. Either your business and status allow you to stay financially above the class and stay amongst the wealthy and rich, or you will fall with it and never recover. If you are not already invested in the new economy, it's pretty much a sure thing that you'll be on the losing side of it. There will be no more middle class. There will only be the rich and the poor, and they will be divided. Depending on your skills, you may be able to have more benefits than others, but you will always be in the poor class. The poor will receive universal basic income, meaning the government provides a living wage to every citizen in the world as long as they pledge themselves to the system and are obedient. Stimulus money that the world governments are doing right now is already evidence. Before this collapse, they were already talking about universal basic income. But after the collapse, when there are no jobs and a population that has needs, we will see this pick up steam and accept it. It's crazy, because today I see others making posts on their social media actually demanding this to happen now, demanding to be displaced. This contactless society will be pushed continuously until it's understood that it's a new normal. If you're getting food delivery, you will see that they already have the option of contactless delivery. Further into robotic automation and artificial intelligence, where all deliveries are automated, you do not have to worry about the risk of human contact. The need for autonomous driving vehicles will finally be seen. It's no wonder why all Teslas are equipped to be self-driving cars. All they need is an updated program to their software. This is why Uber has been invested so heavily, though it has made no money. Because the future is not with human drivers, but autonomous self-driving cars for the rich. I've given a lot of information. Because it can affect everyone differently, depending on where they are and their awareness. And it's we are transitioning to a new world order. But what I've given is a very small glimpse into what's coming. As a result of this coronavirus epidemic, we will see the end of an American-led world, which will result in chaos and unrest around the world. That will drive the need for a full authoritarian world government that rules through a new digital age where our money, identification, medical records, and overall health, our shopping habits, and social interactions, and everything else are all backed in. This may be very hard to hear, and I understand that. For many, people just want life the way it was. Many will reject this message because it doesn't fit within the category. This doesn't change what is upon us. Change is inevitable. And the longer you prolong understanding this, the worse you will make it on yourself. For me, I approach this future not with fear, but it's something exciting.
I landed in front of
weird for others that do not fully understand. However, in the eyes of this world, I am on the wrong side of the future. I will not let my name This future is not something that I want to happen. The more I see it forming, the stronger I grow in my faith. You see, many people watching this video have been expecting the future for a while. This is not just something different. Much of my expectations of what is to come is based on my and therefore the type of world they have been trying to work to build. But my foundation on this is built upon the Word of God, which is found in the most creative book in history. You don't have to debate the validity of the Bible. If you choose not to believe, that is your decision. I mean, I understand why you may not, especially if all you've seen from individuals that say they follow it is hypocrisy and greed. But at the end of the day, those are just distractions pulling you towards another side. You see, there are many that believe that this new world order that is coming is something beneficial for us all. That it's about getting rid of the financial powers that rule the world through central banking and creating a system that's based on fairness. That's what is presented to many. Then there are many people like me that believe that this is a satanic agenda all about bringing a one-world government that has full control of all citizens in the world, while merging all religions to an understanding that they all worship the same God. And then there are people in the middle that don't know what to believe. I am making this message now to bring clarity to you that you do not have much more time to decide what side you're on. Right now, you are quarantined, locked in home, in place. Don't spend this time vegetating in front of the television or on your tablet or on your phone, searching for content that can keep your mind distracted. Don't go and deny the validity of the Bible without doing real homework. There are major controversies and lies that are surrounding this book. Exactly. But I promise you that you will not understand truth without understanding this book. Because everything that is happening right now has to do with whether you believe what's written in it or not. If you don't have a full understanding of many things that's in the Bible, or you say that there are contradictions, take your time and review what's in it. This channel is devoted to walking you through that truth. So if you haven't read the Bible yet, why don't you watch my History of Religion series and let it explain some things to you. It may even spark a real desire for you to read the Bible on your own. If you want to understand more about Bible prophecy, I have a series on the book of Revelation and a series on Bible prophecy that can help you study these things. Go through my Exposing the Word playlist, and maybe you are introduced to information you have not come across yet. Watch my Symbol series and understand that none of this is a coincidence. Watch the Economic Collapse playlist to understand fully why we're experiencing this economic collapse. This is not a coincidence, it's something that happened by accident. And if all this information gets too heavy, watch my encouragement playlist that will encourage you to persevere. None of these videos are to be a replacement of the Word, but sometimes we need a jump start, and you can look at these videos as just that. Every word of God is pure. He is a shield to those who put their trust in Him. Proverbs chapter 30, verse 5.
Make your selection.
It's hard to see the blessing in all this, but you are truly blessed. My expectation was that this world reset would come upon the world swiftly, without a chance for thought. But right now, everyone in the world has been given a chance for thought and reflection. You are given time to really analyze your life and what you're living for. The amount of distractions that you've been plagued by are drastically reduced. Many of us do not have to be worried about being pulled by our jobs, or sports, or music entertainment. If we are distracted, and we have sought to distract ourselves through movie streaming, social media, or whatever else people are doing right now. It really is up to you with what you decide to do. I have made this video to show you this as a tool, and it will honestly be worse than what I have explained. This is the calm before the storm. Now, I'm not going to talk about whether he knew that this would happen or not, because in the end, it doesn't matter. But this moment right now really is the calm before the storm. We are seeing everything coming together to move towards this world agenda. There is no going back to the way things were. So I'm hoping if you are smart, you really recognize the time that we are in. Understand the risks presented. Understand that you have a God that loves you, that gave you his word thousands of years ago, that has took hold of you. He gave you a way out. But there's no time for playing games. I know many people that choose to live in it, and that is their decision, no matter how much you beg them. But if you made it this far in this video, it's because you're not one of them.
Now I just bought the character.
This channel is not about forcing you to believe what I believe. It's just about presenting facts in a way that you may be receptive to. Take this time and understand the world who you must be.
Oh snap.
Take the time to know how to move.
Yeah, I was gonna jump.
To understand what you desire.
Whenever you're done, can I
Tell him to let's share with you. You're his company. He's supposed to let you.
Okay.
Supposed to share with you.
This has blessed you. Please make sure to like it and share it with others.
Yeah, you have to take turns.
If you haven't done so already, please make sure you subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to follow this ministry on Facebook and Instagram, as well as on my website. I really would like to say special thank you who have donated to support.
You don't always have to be clean.
These times are really trying.
And spending time
Your support really
talking
helps
and
encourage
conversating.
I'm so thankful for the love of our Father, and I thank you
Well, I
for
ain't had time to really play the game, so I'm trying to play.
I'm very humbled by this support, and I'm very thankful. You know who you are.
See, I got
Make our Creator the Most High the priority right now. Be ready, be prepared, and be blessed.
Why are you coming back?
Him. Ooh. We're about to win.
Huh?
They're fighting to the death. It's 17-17.
No. 18-17. You blue team?
Right? You sniping?
You're blue team? Huh?
Yeah, you're always the blue team.
So yeah, 91, 19,
Huh?
12.
You said 1912.
No, 19.
He still got ripped, bro. They cheating. Because right now, Zayden, you know I don't mind when you play. You can play the game whenever. I'm broadcasting important lessons right now.
You won?
That's why I be doing my YouTube channel to warn people.
Well, play the game? Huh? You wanted them to play the game?
Well,
huh? You want them to be a screen player like Jerry is?
You be looking at your screen? Yo.
Look at the astronaut?
Oh, I'm looking for something.
Jerry, you're a screen player. All you do is scream. All you do is play on a screen. You play on phones, you play on tablets, even you play on a game, bro. I don't get nothing.
Yes. I did not know that happened on the news. It says Texas.
Son, do you got the astro? Well, Kurt, you got the
It said
astronaut?
Texas said that we're not taking the workers' beef. They put on the sign.
Kurt, do
Smart niggas though. Huh?
Kurt, do you have the astronaut, like the dude with the J's and stuff? You got him too?
Yeah.
Go back to lobby.
Hold on. I'm ready and up.
No, go back to lobby so I can see.
Like the usual graduation at the Air Force Academy. Let me tell you, this is an awesome sight.
Told you, Jerry. Look.
Finishing a years-long journey, some without their families there to witness it.
I really wish they could have been here. This is a huge moment. I'm the first one of my immediate family to graduate from college, so my family's really looking forward to coming, but sorry.
Yeah. And Sam joins us now from Miami. Sam, there is new information on how Americans feel about reopening the country.
Jose, the Pew Research Center just published a new study. 2/3 of Americans think states are moving too fast. 1/3 think they're not moving fast enough. As for what's going on right here in Miami-Dade County, the mayor this morning said he's seen those images from Jacksonville. He still wants to reopen beaches with tight restrictions. Jose?
Sam Brock in Miami, thank you. In New York today, the first concrete signs that the worst may be over, but also a dire warning about the group at highest risk from the virus. Here's Kathy Park.
Some much-needed good news for New Yorkers.
If you look at the past 3 days, you could argue that we are past the plateau and we're starting to descend, which would be very good news.
Hospitalizations are down. Emergency rooms are less crowded than before. Still, New York is adding another layer of protection, requiring everyone to wear a mask in public if social distancing isn't possible. But the daily death toll remains high. 540 lives lost, 36 in nursing homes. The outbreak ravaging these facilities at a devastating pace.
Nursing homes, by far and away, are the #1 long-term, really devastating consequence of this disease.
Nationwide, the New York Times reports that a fifth of COVID deaths are linked to nursing homes, which have been criticized for underreporting cases.
There's such a lack of transparency right now that many families are basically flying blind. They don't know if there's COVID in the building. They don't know sort of the state of what's happening with their loved ones.
The virus is also stretching into prisons and detention centers like this one in Virginia. Now a new hotspot with more than 2 dozen young people testing positive. But in emergency rooms, hopeful signs. After so much despair during the crisis.
I swear to goodness.
The hospital is still full and still running at max capacity.
Yeah, that's the stuff that we got.
It's definitely a little congested. Let's hope it stays this way.
And it's not just painful cries we hear in the hallways, but cheers of joy. Staff celebrating Elvis Soriano as he left his Long Island hospital as a 500th survivor. And a team of nurses from the Cleveland Clinic received a round of applause as they joined New York Presbyterian to keep the fight going.
Kathy joins us now. Kathy, why did the governor issue the order about masks this week?
Well, Jose, he wanted to reinforce this order because it goes along with the CDC guidelines. He also wanted to make sure that people continue practicing safety in public spaces like Times Square, despite seeing improvements in the numbers. Jose?
Kathy Park in New York City, thank you. As coronavirus cases climb here in the U.S. and around the world, an alarming new report reveals there may be more, much more than we thought. Aaron McLaughlin explains.
Tonight, a controversial preliminary antibody study suggesting COVID-19 may be more widespread than previously thought. The study from Stanford University tested 3,300 people in Santa Clara County, an early virus hotspot. They estimated up to 4% of Santa Clara County has COVID-19 antibodies, proteins the body produces after infection from the virus, suggesting the number of cases could be up to 85 times higher than the official count.
We don't really know the infection fatality rate. We don't know, much at all, that should be the basis of good policy. Getting this information is critically important. I hope this study is a first step in that.
Some researchers
Yo, that sucks. They really put this nigga in a game. They could put me in a game, bro. You understand what I'm saying?
Careful before we take this gospel.
As researchers look to antibody testing to unlock the mysteries of COVID-19, new reporting from the Washington Post says initial delay from the CDC to quickly produce diagnostic test kits was caused by contamination at their central lab. NBC News has reached out to the CDC. They've yet to receive a response. The CDC did respond to the Washington Post and said it has implemented enhanced quality control to address the issue. This is states still scrambling to ramp up testing for the virus itself, calling on the federal government to help.
We need two things from the federal government. We need help on that supply chain, and we need coordination and basic partnership.
A new Harvard University analysis suggests coronavirus testing needs to triple for the United States can safely reopen.
We need to be doing at least 500,000 tests a day. Probably a lot more.
Calls for more testing capacity from Washington State, now making plans to reopen its economy. This week, modeling out of the University of Washington tests are down.
But y'all not even in the lobby yet.
We should transition from a social distancing strategy to a strategy.
I don't put on the suit.
Put on the other guy. When to get the number down.
Oh, you got him.
Aaron, Washington State is looking at antibody testing. What about other states?
That's right, Jose. The University of Washington is expected to begin its antibody testing early next week, joining testing efforts in Colorado, California, and it's critical to understand the spread of this disease.
No, they didn't give me that.
Thank you. The economic ripples.
Oh, no, I ain't.
Americans now struggling with food on family.
It's 300?
Morgan Chesky tonight with a
I got 1,200. They gave me mad V-Bucks after
The
that.
growing faith facing millions of Americans. Lines stretching from coast to coast. From families trying to fund their next meal.
Thank you. Have a good day.
In Fort Worth,
right here.
just went through this
I gotta put this one on.
The fresh food of blessing after being laid off as a waitress. If you didn't have a place like this, what would you do?
No. I know that there's
Hi, bro.
I've always, worked, I've always support myself. It's always been okay, but...
Oh yeah, they didn't give me the diamond thingy either. The pickaxe.
That boxes up about 1 million meals a week. The big question.
We have no idea.
I got bling on them, cuz.
So we're 4 weeks into this, and we're 60% above our normal distribution amount. This 4 weeks.
The National Grocers Association admitting the strike, citing, given the unprecedented demand in many markets and the disruption COVID-19 has caused, the supply chain is still working to catch up. The Trump administration announcing
Oh, he still do the same thing.
bailout package for workers hurt enterprises. The majority of that going to those big taxes feeding Americans. For small businesses, the fight isn't over aid, but funding. With nearly $350 billion in federal loans already handed out, many owners no longer wondering if they'll close, but when.
I'm scared for a lot of small businesses, especially, I'm scared for everyone. I'm playing the game like I'm not getting a loan, even though I'm supposed to.
An estimated 171 million Americans are planning on a government stimulus check. This week, nearly half of those checks have gone out.
Morgan, we're hearing about unprecedented demand. What are food banks doing to keep up?
Yeah, Jose, the game plan is definitely shifting. Here at Tarrant Area Food Bank, they didn't want to replicate those long lines we've seen all over the country, so what they've done is deploy mobile pantries throughout the community. And
he was...
Morgan Chesky in Fort Worth, Texas. Thank you very much. Coming up next, we go plasma from coronavirus survivors is helping fight the disease.
He started tweaking.
How researchers are now developing an even stronger plasma. And throughout the program, we showcase the moments that unite us, like this celebration from a Florida county. Now empty for the very first time, all the dogs were adopted. We're back now with the search for solutions. As researchers scramble to find ways to fight the coronavirus, we have an exclusive look at how 6 competing
Buy the headbanger,
companies.
Kurt.
I already got it.
Headbanger?
Yeah,
Twist on an old
it just disappeared on me.
Thompson reports.
It's dead
Go to
serious.
locker.
In Richmond, New Jersey,
You gotta go to
All
locker.
emotes.
A headbanger right there.
from recovered COVID-19 patients and directly infusing it in 16 people fighting the virus.
Oh, it's his beat.
For the patients that you have infused with this.
Put on the Astro so you can be like, put on Astro.
He dipped.
Kurt, put on Astro.
He dipped on you, cuz.
Mechanical ventilation,
Damn.
where they already are.
That's not fair.
Similar plasma trials are taking place in hospitals.
Because you have him and him.
Yeah, I want to play with him one time.
But there is
And then
no control over the quantity.
you go sell it to me and you keep Travis Scott.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him a gift. You can give him away. For real? I can give you this one?
Yeah.
No, it's gonna take my whole thing.
No, it's not. You could just keep Travis Scott and just give that away.
Working together, creating a more potent,
Yeah, I don't want
concentrated plasma with the hope of saving lives.
Nah, that's hot though.
So you should never wasted your money on them.
Concentrate it down.
But you could go to item shop.
We can make sure we have the quality.
Go to item
This
shop.
thing you
Kurt.
on his back.
Look, let me show you
Hold on.
how to do it. Wait, you don't want him no more? Look, you can
No, I know what
You
I'm
don't want
doing.
him, Kurt?
No, I
You
know
can
what I'm
return
doing.
him. You can return him and you get all your money back. And then you can just buy
Yeah.
Travis Scott by himself.
You gotta put.
Plasma at one of 500 sites.
You gonna get all your V-Bucks back
And
though.
John Herring.
Let me, Kurt.
Contracted COVID-19 in January.
You want me to do it for you?
She was asymptomatic. He was fine.
Did it so dirty.
Do headbanger here.
We don't know how
Get it safe.
Did it so. Oh, got rid of it?
words they want no
Bruh,
one
stop
to
playing
forget.
with me, cuz.
Now,
Gotta save it.
doctors caution that no plasma treatment
Say
is planned
square,
for.
square, square.
Is going to require
No.
we need antibodies.
I didn't put everything on.
Now put that on him. Put Cactus Jack.
Put Cactus Jack.
Thompson, NBC News, New York.
And still
Yeah,
ahead,
but
one
sell them
country's
to me.
risky experiment. They're not shutting down even as people die. But is it working?
I don't think they let
And
you.
there's this moment of unity. Police in Fort Myers, Florida, in a different kind of formation, creating a heart for healthcare workers. In the fight against coronavirus, there is one country
That's crazy.
not locking down could, in the long term, be a better decision.
Kurt, sell them to me now.
Crisis? What crisis?
Hold on, I gotta do it.
In Sweden, things
Trying to
were
play
almost normal. Private cafes,
No!
full, playgrounds and streets too.
You wanna join my match?
Sweden's government didn't order a lockdown.
Look, you can return them if you're winning.
You cannot. It returns the whole purchase.
Yeah, and then you can just buy Travis Scott by himself.
Sweden
I'm not
is
doing
gambling on allowing a slow spread of the
That was a deal. They gave you a deal. Mad at
If they give you V-Bucks for it,
me.
for buying it,
For locking down, but in that case, they will probably be a second way. And a third
I don't
way.
have Save the World, so I can't
I
get
think we might
V-Bucks.
have 2 million people dead.
You will.
President Trump says Sweden's
Not gonna
goal
get
is
it.
herd immunity and it's suffering.
Because nobody's gonna
See,
get it.
it's
Says
800.
it's being sensible.
That's his. That's Travis Scott's the diamond.
But life goes on.
They got ugly ones though.
Yeah,
But
nobody's gonna buy
infections
me
in
either.
Sweden are rising, and its death rate is now far higher than its neighbors. 150 deaths
Yeah,
per
you should have bought
million
him.
people, compared to 60 deaths a million in Denmark, 30 in Norway.
Kurt, you can buy that blade thing that you want now.
Yeah.
No, look, press circle.
Gamble.
Go to the pickaxe thingy. You know, yeah, press that over. No, look, let me show you.
Oh yeah, you talking about the side blade?
Yeah, that. You can buy it.
Sometimes, because I know that my parents are super worried.
You can return the thing and then just buy Travis Scott and you get the V-Bucks to buy that.
Yeah, that is.
Sweden and all of us are living in a huge high-risk experiment. We won't know for months, maybe years, which approach was right. Lockdown or liberty.
For now, Sweden
Let me help you return it, Kurt.
is confident its
So you
death
can just
rate
buy Travis Scott by himself.
millions.
So-
I'm not trying to return it.
Team Rumble,
Why do
Team
you keep
Rumble.
saying it?
Team Rumble. Team Rumble.
No, not too good.
Here's how you can test them out.
His butt. Knockouts always.
Why you put it on duos knockout?
It's hot.
That's NBC Nightly News for this Saturday. Please stay with us for the Global One World Together at Home Entertainment Special to support the fight to end COVID-19. Starts at 8 p.m. 7 Central, featuring guests like
Kurt, how'd you get that loading screen, Kurt? Kurt, how'd you get that loading screen? How'd you get that loading screen?
What? I don't know.
Like that.
Thanks for checking out.
It's just like that. It's new.
Subscribe by clicking on that.
It's just the one that they made. They got Ruby. I don't know who he is.
To watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.
Oh yeah, those skins are crazy. That's Ghost and Shadow. That's
Shadow is a good team.
No, they not. Are they?
Yes. Because look, right, Ghost is taking over everything, and they turn
evil?
Many to get back into business. New protests against stay-at-home orders, but some business owners saying it's still too dangerous to open their doors. And the striking thing Las Vegas said today, the gamble she's urging
he looks like thermal vision.
All of it tonight is doctors
so when you get shot at, he turns different, right, Kurt?
on the alarm.
On his wrist.
We opened up too quickly, too soon, too fast. Everyone's either going to be in the hospital, in bed for a month like me, or dead.
In a regular, so when you get shot at, you can turn different.
Dirty. Yeah, it's hot when he has a cactus jack on his back and he's a robot.
The concerns he raised about unproven drugs touted by President Trump that he says led to retaliation. Growing fear that many
That's my favorite weapon. That's the main one I'm trying to unlock the story mode. That's what I want. The Scar.
Story mode?
Yeah, I'm trying to get the 4-star Scar and the story. On what's it called? Say the world.
And the hidden crisis as coronavirus dominates hospitals. What to do if you have an emergency not related to COVID-19?
I know, right?
This is NBC Nightly News.
Dang. What about all the other diseases? What if somebody gets sick about something else?
Why does he go down so fast?
Pushback tonight to efforts to ease coronavirus-related restrictions. Some of it coming from the very business.
Yo, you trying to kill me with a pistol, bro?
It's one of those local protests we've been seeing, calling for a broad reopening. A new Associated Press survey shows Americans are still cautious. Only 12% believe the measures where they live go too far.
The pickaxe is mad strong, look.
Limits don't go far enough. And a solid majority believe steps to stop the spread of coronavirus where they live are about right. Our team is ready to go. And Georgia is where we start with Blaine Alexander.
With less than 48 hours
She was scared, yo. I was going
Topping 20,000 confirmed cases, more than 800 have died. Which is why some businesses, like the hair salon, are choosing not to reopen despite the governor's move.
We're trying to think of staff, their families, but overall the community.
Bishop Reginald Jackson says he is keeping more than 500 AME churches closed.
Yeah, his coat's hot.
We'd be hugging and embracing and unknowingly passing on this virus.
But Governor Ryan Kemp said the move is economy that's reeling. So he's allowing barbershops and salons, movie theaters, dining restaurants, bowling alleys, and more to reopen in days. Georgia has seen a stunning unemployment filed since March.
We're planning on reopening.
But Blackwell tells us his 60-year-old would have added to that
number. My employees would have jobs.
Now he's sanitizing the building and hoping customers return despite being in a coronavirus.
See, I put lava. I put
the rest of my life.
Georgia has not seen a 2-week decline in COVID-19 cases, which White House guidelines recommend before any reopen. Last night, President Trump says he disagrees with the governor's move to reopen now.
I told the governor of Georgia, Brian Kemp, that I disagree.
He's high in tune.
With his decision to open certain
Everybody picked that Terminator
skin. That's
crazy.
Will have to follow safety measures, masks and gloves, staggered shifts, and 6 feet social distance. All but impossible when giving a massage and a haircut.
If there's a way that people can social distance and do those things, then they can do those things. I don't know how, but people are very creative.
Gym owner Mark Martino says he is finding a way to reopen safely. Will people be able to social distance?
I believe they will be able to. Our machines are spaced out, or actually our staff member will explain that to every member when they come in.
Around the country, Oklahoma will start reopening Friday, and the Las Vegas mayor is urging casinos to reopen.
So you don't believe there should be any social distancing? You don't believe that this is
I believe there should be. Of course.
How do you do that in a casino?
That's up to them to figure out. I don't own a casino.
And in Texas, a return to elective surgery. A tremendous move for Michael McBride, who was surgery for you.
People had that fire. Oh.
2 weeks before he shut down.
That's what he
Y'all
did.
killed him with the pistol.
He was trying to do you dirty. He was like...
He was butt with it. It was cheeks.
He was trying.
Boy, your cheeks. Boy, your cheeks.
Going dirty.
Oh, we did it at the same time.
As our nation grapples over how and when to reopen the country.
Oh, it's slow motion.
I try one more time. You want these characters hot. Drift.
It's only two.
Why we got a verse Drift girlfriend?
She like a ninja.
She is.
The soccer.
That's Drift's girlfriend.
Try hard.
Yeah, she has the same
issue that I was talking about being more difficult.
Who's Drift?
Is that we're going
The
to
character that I was playing as?
Oh.
Drift.
That's his girl?
Yeah. Doolies. The impulse.
Wait, this the one that sticks to him?
No, like this the one that you throw up and then you bounce up in the air. I'm gonna be doing him. What's that do? I'm gonna throw it down.
I'm gonna be dueling.
I'm gonna throw the impulse. But they doolied out. They doolied out. Kind of like they're about to get doolied out. But they're about to get doolied out.
Present as early as December, officials now say it may have been a stroke of luck. The San Francisco 49ers didn't win the Super Bowl.
Like that.
It kills you though when you do that. You can't die.
Like this one in Oakland in 2018.
Why would I kill myself?
Los Angeles County, where coronavirus cases could become the leading cause of death. Hospitalization and ICU cases are still rising, even as parts of the state reopen for business.
With protests across our nation again today, the director of the CDC says the demonstrations are not helpful. Katie Beck is in Richmond.
In Virginia, hundreds of protesters causing gridlock at the Capitol, urging the governor to lift his stay-at-home order so Virginians can get back to work.
Tonight, the call to reopen the country and the warning the virus may return with a vengeance. Gail Almaguer, NBC.
And not to be ignored, some of the important voices in this debate over reopening, doctors and nurses sounding the alarm with some ERs still pushed to the limits. We should warn you some of the images you're about to see on that survey. NBC's Steve Gutierrez has our report tonight on the front line.
The war has not let up.
Bro, shut up. Shut up.
We have a volume of sick people like you can't believe in one shift.
This is the place the ongoing battle to keep patients alive, even as parts of the country push to reopen.
It can't be over talking until we have some method of doing it necessary.
The gratitude pouring in, the toll is exhausting, and it's not just physical.
It's hard not to take your work home with you. I sit at home reliving each death, each delay in my head. This person's father probably wouldn't have made it no matter what I did. But my heart can't help it.
Dr. Richie Bertan is a trauma surgeon who works in ICU in Miami.
Maybe if I put my PPE on faster, maybe if I started another medication instead of the one I did. Maybe if I had been better
But I can't see. My impulse is not loaded.
That who lost their loved one.
Is not what's happening here. From it, in so many hospitals. Try it.
I've never been so sick. Feel like you're gonna die.
Megan Harple is a nurse at Louisville, Kentucky.
It literally felt like my back was breaking in half. Like somebody was hitting it with a hammer. Like my bones hurt. Like I couldn't walk, I couldn't do anything.
She has this message for protesters.
We opened up too quickly, too soon, too fast. Everyone's going to be in the hospital.
Car, watch out!
Oh, my bad.
Watch out!
Get away, Kurt.
Bro, you're in the way. You're big.
We don't have to get stuck. Oh, you like Black Panther?
I told you that's how. Ah! Oh!
That was high.
I said something. Wait, oh, that man. I said something.
Specifically the drug hydroxychloroquine. Dr. Bright says in a statement obtained by NBC News, I believe the transfer was in response to my insistence that the government invest billions of dollars allocated by
I'm like this.
Yeah, that was
scientifically vetted and not drugs, vaccines, and other technologies that lack scientific.
Yo, my impulse. Boom, now. Boom, that's your noggin. Boom, that's your noggin. Boom, that's your noggin. Let me put this boom, that's your noggin right there. Let me land on this house right here. Yo, I'm gonna be boom, that's your noggin.
sorry.
Do you wanna be a snow? Let him come up. Let him come up. Let him come up.
Never weird.
Young's left. Why? How did you not kill him?
I disrespected these old men outside. I was chopping on them. They was 45. They was like, he's like, don't disrespect me. He's like, you know what cheese? I was like, I'm an OG. He's like, very.
Oh, he's scared.
Arguing with me for like an hour.
You are an hour coward.
No, because they were Muslim and I was like, Jesus Christ is God. They was like, no, he's not. They tried to argue with me. I was like, no, he is. Want me to prove it to you?
Shut your boom, chaka like a boom boom. Shut up.
Oh my God, man.
Kurt, where are you going? Kurt.
What happened?
Kurt, where are you going? Kurt.
She disrespected. She said, put your mask on, man.
Kurt.
Yeah.
Where are you going?
Calm down. I'm gonna get some snacks. All of this.
A piece of candy.
You like Twizzlers? You like Twizzlers? What kind? You like M&M's?
Yes, I love M&M's.
I'm trying to get a bag of those.
So you gonna get M&M's for me that we can share?
Yeah. For all of us can share, because I like M&M's too. I'm gonna get big there.
Hear you sing around.
Eat this.
But I know where this kid is at. He's trying to camp. Bro, do the dance. Do the dance on them folks. Hey, do the dance on them folks.
That's what it says. If you press MP3 player.
He's a snatch in the house. And get some food.
Look, I'm gonna turn it off and turn it back on. Look. Look, Kurt. Look. Connect.
How are they bodying us like that?
Connect your MP3 player.
Alright, stop.
Connect your MP3.
Connect your Doom player.
Drink. You want juice?
Yes.
Your MP3 player.
Yo, bro, hit them dance.
Can I get some tea?
Hit that dance. The dance. Hit the dance. Hit the dance. Bop. Hit the dance on him. You already know. We hitting the dance on him. Car level drop mad times. Get down, bro. Hit the barn. Say, get down, bro. Hit the barn.
Look at me in the camera. Oh, look at me in the camera.
I can't. Yo, I'm about to be string bombing, string bombing, and I got some boo piss, piss. Let me get these stink bombs right there. He's right there. He's right there.
I see right there.
Go. Mr. Aimbot over here. Bro. God. This kid just mowed me. Bro. These kids have aimbot. Tagged one, 26.
Jerry, can we play that fighting game?
What, Tekken? Tekken? Why? Yeah, why?
Because I wanted to play with you.
Alright, you gotta ask her when you come back.
Because he's
Pegged one. Pegged one. Mr. Aimbot again. Try to creep around in a bush. Ole mole, ole mole. Why?
bro.
Oh my god. Bro, stop aimbotting me. Bro, I'm impulsing out of here.
Damn, storm.
Ah!
How is it?
I just wanna. Move. That's why I impulsed you. You're dead. You're done.
Can you see me through the camera? Huh?
I was on the semi-final. I mean the final.
That's weird.
I'm a pincher face. Zayden, I'm a pincher face.
Don't touch me.
Come here so I can pinch your face.
Don't touch me.
Why? I want to pinch your face. It's so squeezy. I want to pinch your face. It's so squishy and hairy and fuzzy. His cheeks are fuzzy. Don't touch. You can't touch. You can't put your arm past this rocking chair. Or else I'll smack you. I got a headache. Yeah. Ow. My mom gonna say stop banging it.
Remove it.
Not to. I don't like this pickaxe. How crooked this?
Come here, baby.
Who's your baby?
Shut up.
My nuts.
Your fish.
My fish.
Your fish.
My fish.
Your fish.
Your fish.
Your fish.
Your fish.
Your fish.
Your fish.
Shut up.
Your fish.
Your shit. Shut
Your
up.
fish.
Shut up.
Your fish. Your fish.
Shut up.
Your fish.
Shut up.
Please. Leave me alone. Your face. For real. Your face.
No, shut up.
For real.
Shut up.
Shut your goddamn mouth. Shut the mother shit up. You ass and dick. What did you say? Come on. No. Please.
Shut up.
Okay? Eat my guts.
You're weirdo.
You're the weirdest weirdo.
What?
Ow. Ow.
What? What?
Nothing.
Okay.
Have a headache. Stop. Stop. Please. 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 Please.
Shut up.
Please. 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 Think about it. Please. Please. Please.
Shut up.
Yes.
Stop making a noise.
Okay.
You don't got that there.
Yes, I do.
How you fight? You're fighting the air.
Now look.
No, you're fighting the air.
I'm not.
Yes, you are.
Bro.
You're standing on your head.
I'm about to stand on your face. Yo. Can you stop touching me? Can you stop touching me? For real, Zayden. For real, Zayden. For real, Zayden. Bro, Zayden, I'm not playing. I will break your little finger.
Thank you for cracking that one, because I couldn't.
Crack your knuckles.
Yes, I did.
Do it then.
Do it.
Oh my God! Hate being Travis Scott's sidekick. And you copycat. Do the dance on him. No!
What? He died?
No.
They won.
Oh, that's the one I was just about to give a high five. Him right there. Why am I putting my whole feet? There. You know what I just said? Hit in my ear.
Boy, shut up. What? Stop calling me butt crack.
I can't spin. Bro, chill. Minigun. No cap. Minigun. No cap. No cap. No cap. Dang, Daniel. My face don't gotta be that close. The minigun, no. Bro, chill. Like no cap.
Get rid of shit.
Ship.
Shit. Shit.
Ship. You don't know how to say it? Ship.
Shit.
Okay.
That's right?
Yeah.
Shit.
Swear, I'm about to tell. Stop saying it.
Shit. Right?
Yeah.
Shit. Shit.
Yo, what is wrong with his back? Oh.
What the what? Stop grabbing things, boy.
How? I had a minigun. They are bots. Like I just had a big minigun. Big bots.
Big minion.
Like you big bots. How did a default kill me for the shot I had a minigun? He was like 1 HP.
Oh, not getting the ball.
No, nigga.
Can I bite your
No. No. What? Animal killers these days. Really, Deadpool? You got your socks. Dang, they stink. I can smell it from a mile away. Yup, caught you.
Who's Deadpool's dancing? Take a shower. Jump up there.
Yo, I'm lighting people up in the water with this mini. What's up, boy? 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 Boy?
They can't take your guns?
No. Boy? Bro, chill. Boy? Chill. Boy?
It's in the sky?
Yeah. Boy?
You're all the way up in the sky?
Yes.
All the way?
Bro, move. Astronaut thingy. Aimbot! I wish I was on my account. My account has aimbot with the minigun.
I bet the chair.
No. As long as it's not me, yeah. As long as it's not me, yeah. No, that's my grandma's chair.
Huh?
My grandma's chair. Ooh, got him. And I play, got him! Got him! Got him! Got him!
I'm gonna go home.
Got him! Actually, watch this.
I won't go.
Ah! Coming in with the mini. God!
You won't let me.
Go home.
You won't let me.
Go home!
You won't let
Go home!
I said you won't let me.
I said you can go home, right? So go home. Break it. Pinky. Oh, little nut. You little nut. You little nut butt.
I can see you squeezing your neck like you don't got a big one.
I chipped that bomb.
Can we play the Can we play the Can we play the fighting game when this when you pick your people?
Nah, I don't know how to. You shove your fingers in my neck.
Can we play?
Huh? No. You keep hurting me. It's gonna make you not play even more. You're still not playing either way. You hurt me or not. Even if you dig your fingers in my neck. Pinching don't hurt me.
No.
But if you pinch my neck, well, shove your fingers in my neck is gonna tickle me, so yeah. Don't try me. Stop!
Got the side of your neck, boy. I'm gonna make you play.
Then I'm 3rd grade, you 1st grade. I'm smarter than you, boy.
I know that.
See? I know all the moves to get it out of my neck. I know all the moves to get out.
Yeah.
Wait. Bro, why am I so famous all of a sudden? Ow.
How would that hurt?
Ow.
Ow.
Right? Ow. Exactly. That's how it feels to my neck. I would do it again. Exactly. Shut up. If I pinch you. Alright, chill for my neck hurt.
Make your selection. Make your face.
Make your hairline. Oh, no. Yep.
Stop. Got stop.
Yeah.
Stop.
Like make a hairline, bro. Nah. Alright, bro, I gotta have it. Skinny, Benny, bo, henny, meeny, meeny.
You are skinny.
Okay, I could be skinny. At least I don't want to be fat.
You are fat too.
Fatter than What?
Huh?
Nothing.
What? You was about to say.
Fatter than everything.
You're fatter than everything.
No, I was about to say.
Like, what the fuck? You're not fatter than everything.
Whoa.
Saying something fatter than everything.
Everyone's up there.
What? How do everyone get up there?
Get down, boy.
Aren't everyone killing each other?
Mm-hmm. Get down. Get down. Get down. Get down. Gingerbread. Fishy nippy.
Fish!
That wasn't a fish.
Well, I'm calling him fish.
Stupid fishy nippy.
So why are you calling him?
Yo, everybody in this alleyway. Everybody in this alleyway getting murked and popped up. Drop by. Fishy. Fishy nippy. Shut up, you fishy nippy. Before I beat your fishy nippy. Ah. Shut up before I beat your fishy nippy. Bro, I'm about to beat your fishy nippy.
Shut up. I don't even got a fishy nippy.
Ah! What you think this is? What you think this is? Bro, about to build. He's a body naughty.
He's a fishy.
That's why I got the ARE, boy. And y'all got the shoddy body, which is a tacky wacky. Y'all are body. You're a body.
You are.
Ain't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that. Don't tell Kurt I did that. Hermes did it. Don't tell Kurt I did that. Okay? You fishy nippy. No. Ah, fishy nippy. Kill the fishy nippy. I keep doing it on accident. Bro, kill the fishy nippy. Kill the fishy nippy.
The fishy nippy right there.
Bro, where's the fishy nippy? Ah! You stupid. You mad or not, fishy nippy?
I miss you, fishy nippy.
Bro, I'm not humping the chair. Move! Elephant, elephant.
Stop shaking the chair.
What am I doing to the chair?
Shaking your butt on the chair.
I'm gonna smack your butt on the chair. And not like that. Okay. Okay.
You're weird.
You're the weirdest.
How am I weird? If you get to see how I live. Shut up. Can I put it here?
No, I need to. I'm about to fishy nippy you. Come on, let's go. Come on, you put the game on here. Fishy nippy. Come on, Dad. We're gonna take time. Bro, why am I spectating the fishy nippy? I don't want to spectate the fishy nippy. He's garbage. Come on, we we gonna play? Take turns.
But I want to be in here.
No. Mom, gonna take turns. The fishy nippy. And why are we versing a corrupted? Oh my, yeah. Why does so much people play? Wait, what? Save the word.
We can't.
Yeah, I play.
Split screen.
Yes, we can.
Huh?
Yes, we can.
But can I get that controller?
Yeah. Don't bring the headphones. Fish nippy.
Will I turn it on right now?
Not yet. Oh, what? I got the purple pumpy. I got a purple pumpy wumpy.
Turn it on me. I want to see.
Bro.
So.
You're not playing right now. Yeah, we're the fishy nippies.
I'm his cousin. Kurt's not with me. Y'all can see me in a long time.
Bro, let's go up there and fight them like mans.
You wanna do a walk up? Jerry, can you do a walk up?
Kill one.
That's the last one.
Walk up on them like it's your birthday. Come down. Ooh. You would have messed all the way up. Never mind. He just pumpy won't feed me. Yeah. Look at my J's on my feet. Yeah. You're about to get pumpy wumpy. Yeah, you usually got pumpy wumpy. Are you sure? Are you sure you're gonna hide under there, buddy? You sure you're gonna hide under there? Ah! My own teammate almost killed me. Boy. You're about to get pumpy wumpy. Bro, we need 2 more pump so it can be in the league. Somebody's camping in a tree. Press the door button, yeah. Oh, you thought? Give me this ammo. Bro, where's these kids with the pumpy wumpy? What? Pumpy wumpy. You thought?
When can I turn it on? Now.
Ah! After this matchy watchy. Open it.
Who is it?
What's up, Curtisy LiVE?
No.
About to play 2 players.
No.
Alright, whatever, bro. Now, wait. Curtisy.
Just one.
In the middle of the broadcast?
Bro, you just got pumpy wumpy.
Broadcast. You see this? This is what happens when you're nice.
What? He one-part me. Kurt, why you? Beast mode. This is my favorite skin right here too. My favorite skin. I'm going beast mode. I'm going beast.
You said you wanted to see it a little bit, and then you tried to take it over. Like really?
What? I just said this is my favorite skin. That's all I said. This is my favorite skin. But I need to go down. I need to go down. 3, 2, 1, and then we lose. Bro, he started laughing. He was like so. Nah. I'm still in the mode. Did you buy any more names? Did you buy any more names?
No, I don't get to do nothing.
He bought the more names. We could all take turns maybe, if Kurt let us.
We're gonna play the 2-player.
Alright, yeah, we're gonna play. Let's play Tekken, the 2-player Tekken. Cause he said he wanted to play it.
I knew this was gonna happen. I knew they were gonna ask for more about it. Just let you play a little bit. You're supposed to be showing the game with him. Your game.
I only have one controller. I was about to use your controller.
I'm broadcasting. And the broadcast is for story.
All you can see is you playing.
And plus you barely be talking like.
Doesn't matter.
And your music be playing.
I was just out for mad long as the story tonight. It's still not good enough.
Kurt, play this match. Dang, Zayden. At least stay 1 at a time. Or we'll just watch you then.
No, you can play.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm for a little bit, and then I'm going to I'm trying to get V-Bucks. I gotta do the missions. And I don't have a lot of time because they keep making me go to work. So you understand my frustration. It's not like I'm just trying to be. Zariah was playing all yesterday. Y'all got to do what y'all wanted to do. And I wasn't here in the way. But then as soon as I try to enjoy a little bit of time, the woman scoffs at me when I mention Jesus. The world over.
I can turn it on.
You're gonna say no, you can't play 2-player with him.
What do you mean? I said yeah.
Oh, turn it on.
What do you mean? Stop assuming what I'm...
You only can play duo or squad.
Oh, it sucks.
You can't play nothing else but duo squad.
Dang, it said now trending.
What's that?
So it's a trend. Travis Scott takes the FORNiTE stage.
Oh yeah, they gonna put the stage like they putting it in the water, and then he gonna be singing and stuff, and he gonna be like this with the mic.
I know you're supposed to get on the bus and put a seat on.
Now I'm big Travis Scott.
Look at this one, man.
How am I going to play on here?
I got you. Why would you turn your doing, bro? Now my PS4 is on in there.
We live on track, man. Everything we do. Yeah.
Cause he just turned my game on there, bro.
It's so essential. Curtisy, LiVE, and it's 22. Not so good.
So why don't you just take turns? And we died one time in operation, pass it out. Like that.
Remember you took the quarter, man.
Oh yeah.
You never brought it back.
That's how you move your scooch butt over.
This is a very important broadcast. Like I can't stop playing games on this.
Okay, I'm about to. You act like you gonna do this. Like, dang, it don't matter. You act like I'm gonna be like, oh, and then all of them is gone. Like, dang.
I don't know.
want to get some?
See, what does this mean? All regions join at a time slot that you fit for your schedule to experience the event. So how do I fit? How do I get into a slot?
I can't play no more.
I gotta wash my hands.
As soon as they say ready up, the event is happening, that means you're gonna get in a slot. Like soon as you're ready up, as soon as they say that, you're in a slot. Oh, the spawn chocolate.
I got y'all pizza rolls. Stop playing, man.
Run! I got the charger on me. Just playing. Let me do this.
You playing first with the crew?
Yeah, let's play first.
Yeah.
Y'all can switch, because I'm doing the broadcast. Sorry.
It's not working.
It's not?
It's gonna keep telling me my game in there.
Nah, go back. It's supposed to say 2-player right here on the blue thing. And a button comes up. Yeah.
So you hear it? That's why I need my charger.
Turn it off again.
That's why I need my charger.
Can we eat the pizza? Hey, aren't you cooked?
There's not.
Who cooked mine?
They're frozen. We gotta cook them.
Who cooked mine?
I just got in.
What number you put them on?
Huh?
What number you put them on?
I think they gotta go in the oven. You can't cook them in the microwave, but it's only 20.
Found it. Watch out. Kurt, you make the pizza on my nuts, boy. Your stomach hurt a little bit, Mom? Huh? Your stomach hurt a little bit?
I kept on eating until they are done.
Come, Johnny. I'm about to do 2-player character.
Look it up.
I don't know why it's not working, but don't jump me, Kurt. Don't.
Yeah, y'all got pizza rolls and everything here too.
So how do you make this?
Banging.
Those for both of
I
us?
think they're either a microwave. You can't make them in a oven.
You make those
You can't
in
put
the
them in a
microwave?
microwave because they won't be cooked now.
No.
Yeah, it says oven. Yeah, you got microwave too.
You can use microwave in there?
I ate my orange one. What?
So let's try to keep fucking them until they don't look like that, okay? gotta get a new one. We gotta get a new one. Come on, we gotta get a new one.
Did a 2-player work for you?
Get orange, get orange. Oh, ready?
Yeah, it's not reading.
Ready? Set.
Hold on.
Wait, I was stuck in the one that I had.
That's weird. That shit was just working.
Okay, ready? Set.
Because all that dust in there. Still not turned yellow. Yo, that's crazy.
It's not turned.
Wait, did you just have 2 cords? I just seen 2. Yeah, that's the one that works. This don't work. Yeah, that one's a card. I'm gonna buy another Android cord though. They're just expensive in a place I used to buy them for. It's closed. The dollar store.
It's not gonna work, Kurt.
Cause you turn your system on, right?
Yeah.
You gotta wait until it turns yellow and then only turn it on when it's yellow.
I heard it. It was like beep. Alright, watch.
Wow, that's weird. Why does it keep doing that?
Only my charger could do it though.
Did you dirty?
So yeah, I guess we just gonna have to turn some.
Who is it? What's up, guys?
That's right.
Oh, hey guys. But where is this keep asking at you? Like, are you for real? Dude, like, where is this keep? I'm hiding, we can make it happen.
Mom turned into a peanut.
Hell no. Dancing my music. Hell no. He broke his neck.
Yeah, he did it too much that he started breaking his neck.
What?
He did it so dirty. How can a robot eat though? Not a human.
Yo, where's this supposed to be now?
He's eating too. That's what Jerry doing.
But they made Travis Scott look real.
That's what
they
Jerry
made him look realer than like.
That's what Jerry
see, like they look
do
cartoonish, not him.
If he lose. Jerry
Do you want to go
Yeah.
Yo, what's up, Connor?
Yo, what's up? I know everybody got the Travis Scott thing. He did.
Two people got the ball. Look.
Tiger. Connor, do you want to get a girl's night?
What the what?
Nah, I don't like texting.
Yo, Tiger.
I'm about to do story. I'm about to do knockout.
Tiger 45.
Yeah.
You got
Tiger 45.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave the party. Man.
Be the other skin like this when you floating through.
I don't like wearing that.
Well, put him not like, yeah, put him regular. Yeah.
It shows that I don't got the real Travis Scott. That's son. Robot.
Exactly.
They really would try to copy me too. They'd be like, yo, that's Curtis. It's not. It's robot. With somebody's skin on, it did them dirty.
So I'm burnt too. I made him as half robot, half human.
Put regular Travis Scott.
Full robot. Cause look.
Put regular Travis Scott. Yep. Bro.
Oh, I didn't save it.
You gotta press X on it.
Oh, that's cool.
Nah, I don't like it like that.
I do.
Do you like it like that? Dookie, right? Dookie.
He did regular.
Exactly.
Wait, who's that kid that was trying to play with me?
Tiger.
Tiger, so invite him.
Cage Tiger.
Reject.
No.
Reject. Now I have to go tell him to come to mine. I'm not going.
You can't. He's only joinable.
Real word.
Oh, right there. Cage Tiger.
Listen.
Okay, I'm not. Yeah.
Set it like a dummy. Ready? We're gonna see how good you are.
Yeah,
he's not in. He disappeared, cuz?
What the heck? Oh, he's right there.
Where?
You don't see his name tag?
You don't even see a person.
Can I 1v1 him?
No, no 1v1.
No, put it on creative. Can I 1v1 him one time?
I'm wasting time doing that. I'm in the middle of a podcast.
What are you gonna play?
Operation Squad.
You wanna play creative? I guess. You gonna play creative today, Steve?
I don't want to play creative. I'm not wasting time. Bro, I'm in the middle of a broadcast, right? I'm going to story mode.
It's not story mode.
Let's play Operation Knockout Squad.
That's what I'm doing. I already clicked it.
Ready up.
Okay, let's start.
Bro. Bro, why are you quick? I like him. Yeah, I like the regular one. It look better. Put on the astro skin, Kurt. Since you bought the bundle, put on the astro skin.
I don't want to use it.
Why?
I like using this one. Terminator. Terminator.
Ew, that one looks
like that AI. Trying to enslave out. Hit you with the AI.
I like that one.
Damn.
What, the English thing?
Hey, hold on. He's gonna be like this. And smile. You seen him smile like that? Look real close to his teeth. They look sharp. Look.
God!
He said,
Like,
why do you cover his face?
Look, he look real like this.
Did everyone get invited out of class?
Yeah.
They're calling.
They did.
you look like
Everyone get invited to battle pass.
Y'all doing the same thing. Y'all doing the same thing.
My dude looks ugly doing this. Let me see.
He is ugly.
Let's do this.
I'm about
I don't like him like that. I want him.
I don't want nothing to have in your glasses.
I can't hear anything, bro. Why? Cause they can make a noise, bro.
Cool.
Turn off the music. It's so loud.
Just feel the vibe, man. Feel the vibe.
Turn off the music, sounds weird.
Good jump, Kurt, jump.
Please don't.
I told you, look, his feet be like.
He didn't even do it.
Look. Exactly like.
His legs is mad skinny.
The friggin' corner skin is lagging, dude.
That's how everybody jumps. They go like.
Hey, so what happened?
But they keep them walk.
Could somebody turn off the music?
That's Kurt.
Who's turning it off? Kurt, turn off the music, bro. We're trying to play.
It's not even that loud. Fuck around. Right.
Kurt ugly stuff.
Let's mute the whole video. With you know how they copyright you and they be like, alright, YouTube was like, I'm gonna mute your channel because you're playing copyrighted mainstream music. They do you dirty like that. So I know when I play this. They said I need kills with the shotgun. That's a challenge. So do I. I need an assault rifle though.
Or you get next round. My AR is my pistol.
Okay. So hold on now. Hold on. Ah, my back. I usually do that. Bro, jump, Curtis. People
Who's a
look like
weirdo?
butthole. His butthole. Why are you picking?
Who you calling a weirdo, bastard?
Kurt, there's one right there, behind you. Yeah, right here.
Say something again.
Put a glue on his
Nah.
Yeah, say something again so I can chop on you. Round.
What is that?
Trying to call your boy a weirdo. Say that again. It's gonna look like this. We doing people dirty. They're gonna come back down right now.
Wait,
Hey, can you make something?
Kurt, you have to take the thing out?
Yeah, the thing. You look at the directions on the back.
Kurt, you do the directions. I don't know how to read like that.
No.
I'll do it for you. I'll play for you.
Bruh.
No, Kurt,
I got it.
No, give me
Look, microwave oven. Remove leg completely and cook on high for 2 minutes. Let rolls stand for like 1 or 2 minutes. Are you only cooking for 30 seconds? See, you're gonna microwave it.
Should I take the whole top off? This part?
They landed me on a tree.
Should I take this off?
Yeah, take the whole lid off. Let me see.
I think I got it. Let me see. Let me see.
Right here. See where it says open here?
Yeah, that's what I tried to do. Oh. Jerry. Jerry, you do not want to go near my friend. He got some long hair. People, his nose is right here. My on people's doors. He be like this.
Alright, it's like my music is very low, so
right here. Look, it stops.
I don't want to hear no complaining because my music's not even that loud.
In the back.
It's on 1.
So shut your mouth.
So eat some. For real.
Eat it.
Here you go. They pockets, yo. Look at them like driblets. Like niblet chickens. Did them dirty.
Oh no, we lost.
Yeah, because I don't have an assault rifle. I told you.
You niblet chicken.
Oh my god, this person keep on exposing.
Niblet chicken. Niblet chicken. Niblet chicken. Stop pumping like that. I'm not.
Oh my god. What's that? Every single time we play some quads with this. Oh my god.
Shiny.
I can't hit it.
Yeah, you need a better gun.
Okay, ready. Ready up.
My bad.
I'm leaving. Oh my god, my game! Connor, are you leaving?
I'm ready now.
No? Alright. He's on doing that right now.
All these is assault rifles.
Wait, who's that?
Yo.
Who's me? The last one? Oh yeah. Okay, so me and Christian have to be duos.
Oh, that's hot. What kind of skin is that? Look at his skin.
Pockets done.
Man, he getting ripped.
He said that's mine. Alright, you try him first. Alright, you try the pizza pockets first.
You want me to get sick? Huh? Heck no.
You try one first. Yeah, you try one first.
They're hot.
Tell me what they taste like. They taste regular?
It's just hot. Pick them up by the tip. Don't hold it like this.
I'm on it like this.
You hold this one.
These do not taste regular.
Are you in there?
No, I'm not. I already clicked ready and I don't know why it's not starting up. It's just sitting there. I click ready and it's just sitting there on the next person's spectating. Oh yeah, I gotta go to lobby. It's not working.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna go to the lobby too.
Who that? It's fun.
Somebody that was playing with me. That
Who's that? So he said you won't play creative?
Nah. No, bro. No.
He said no.
What the heck?
Okay. Dang, that just breaks his nail.
Friend, a boy.
Wait, David.
That's weird.
I can't believe this shit, bro.
And she called him her friend. His friend. Her friend.
I just ripped my whole shit off again.
He told on her.
It'll be a different skin.
You got my girlfriend out like this.
Dude, you didn't see the text message on my Facebook? That I showed you?
She live in this town?
Huh? You play duo, okay?
She lives in Carver, huh?
Yeah.
Hey yo, this dude is funny. He rocks paper, scissors, shoots Kurt's back. He was like this to his back. Paper, scissors, shoot.
And then he punched his back with the rock.
He was like, and then he started acting like he didn't do nothing. He was doing a dance.
He was like, no, no, no. I don't like these.
I'm at risk here. Cause open wound. Like, are you serious? Finger is broke. I pulled the nail even more, bro. I'm stressing. It's crazy.
It broke. The whole thing.
Ooh.
Dang, there's blood coming out.
Yes. It hurts. It's pulling on my nerve.
Okay, here we go.
Two peelies. That's not Agent Peely, that's regular Peely.
Yeah, right with me.
Those is OG peelies.
They did -30. He got yellow eyes.
4 eyes, 4 eyes.
He looked possessed.
4 plus 4. 8. 16. 16 plus 16, 32. 32 plus 32. What?
What? Yes, that one. Yes, because when you kill someone, you get their gun.
No, I don't like that one.
You picked it.
Wait, are we gonna win?
I don't like that.
Maybe.
Do you want to get back?
Yeah, because I always listen to you. I don't know why. Stop telling me stuff and then I'll go and do it.
Dude, why would you anyway?
Like, come on. You know it's gonna switch the submachine gun out.
Nah, it's gonna switch the
give me
pistol.
some shitty weapon.
You don't want the pistol, right?
It's gonna switch the pistol, bro.
I think so.
Look, kill it. Switch the pistol. Now it's gonna switch the shotgun.
What the heck?
How many?
He's a robot.
Oh my god.
Okay, go up there with your friend.
They're up there? And he's
You know what, go? Come on.
I'm mad.
Yeah.
That's yours.
What?
Who's this guy?
I'm pretty out there.
What?
I'm too nice. He got scared and dipped. And he still died.
Me and Jerry was flying on that, remember? Yeah.
How?
So we were playing split
Don't worry, because I got him.
Me and Kurt.
Yeah.
Oh, look what you got now!
Me and Jerry was playing split screen on yours?
Yeah.
Yours,
No,
right?
mine.
His, right? And then me and him was flying on the purple stuff. It made you fly. And
Grab
then
those ones.
me and him was sitting right there. We were just flying in the air. And then he fell off the helicopter, right?
For real? Wait.
Jerry, right? He fell off the helicopter, right? He was shooting rockets at people's head. I don't know why.
Oh, he called me. I was trying to run under the bridge.
I want to make the other ones because these are good.
They good, but they...
Yo, y'all ate up all my M's. I ain't...
Dude, stop tapping. We ain't eat all the M&M's.
They were $3.50.
I couldn't shoot.
Hurt. I'm about to die.
Right there.
One hand.
Huh?
I put it in one hand.
Get in.
Bro, Kurt usually eat all the M's. Here. For me, one for you.
Which one you want?
I got this one.
Yeah, they got me.
Everyone.
They jumped me.
We need to get this kill.
I got that before you lose. Get in.
Kurt.
Yeah.
Let's put a house. Yeah. Let's just put the house. But,
Oh, us.
Who won?
all of us.
Yeah,
Got this orange juice is for me, you, and...
Waterfall. Because we're all sharing. Waterfall. Don't put your mouth on it. Oh, like this. You don't know how to
I'm about to
waterfall.
put some in a cup.
Oh.
Do it for me. Oh, thank you.
That's easy.
I don't know how to. Who's coming in here for me?
Kurt, your favorite gun. Kurt, your favorite gun. Your favorite gun.
Yes. Oh, that other assault rifle was good too. This one's better. It's splat. Mark, we're definitely gonna win now. Mark, opponents. You damaged for a short time. Tracer. I could have had like run faster with a pickaxe or something.
Oh, you still got the shotty, Kurt?
Oh.
Did I'm super dirt. Did you dirty,
Right
Kurt?
there, right there.
I know. Yeah, I know. Kurt, go up there and do them super. Get him. Booper, bird. You're right there, you about to slap your face.
It's yours, Kurt.
No, it's yours.
That's not mine.
Okay.
You're dying. Kurt, do the head thingy. Now turn to his face.
Hold on. I'm doing them dirty. Super duper. Oh.
Yeah, super duper and die. Can you try, Kurt?
No.
You said we're taking turns.
Kurt.
You not. You share your system with your guests.
Kurt.
I told you I'm broadcasting and doing stories.
Kurt. Every time you kill a person, do the head thing.
Oh yeah.
The thing where you shake your head. Okay. You're right there. Well, you already killed one. Do the head thing, Kurt. Cause you already killed one. You gotta do the head thing.
Come up. Oh.
Come on, y'all, help me!
Got you.
Got shot one time, at least one time. At least one time, bro.
And y'all gonna keep playing?
No, I just want to try one time. For real. I can never. Alright. Bro.
Oh, you got mine.
No!
I seen that.
Crackers! Cracker.
Oh.
I'm nice with it.
He's coming right now.
Crackers! Wow. It's really winning.
Their ass.
He said they're sellout.
Alright, let's do them dirty, bro. We're just gonna land on the roof with them. Wherever they're at, we're gonna land at. Some machine gun.
Kill.
I got you. Yup, he going with me.
Can I try, please?
He going with me, my boy.
Can I try one time and I'll pass it up? For real.
Come on, Jerry, no.
For real. One time at least.
You have FORNiTE.
Bro, I know I have Travis Scott. And that's the main character I want. Travis Scott or the other dude. One health. One health, Kurt. Spam him.
What?
We got him.
I see him.
We're nice, boy.
Yo, y'all both 1 HP. And y'all killing me.
I got 1 HP. Are you kidding me?
I got him.
Kurt's 1 AP.
1 H.
I was 1 HP too.
Kurt! You was dodging all those bullets.
I ain't see where he was coming from.
I tried one time at least. Before y'all lose.
We lost already. It's alright.
They're both in here.
I tried.
Okay, ready up.
Bro, I can't.
Alright, brother, I'm going to story mode.
You mean save the world?
And I'm going to story mode.
Save the world, you mean?
Yeah, same thing.
You keep saying save the world.
It is story mode.
He was about to play save the world.
What?
Yeah, I'm about to play Save the World.
Look, this how you gotta do. Press this.
It was fun though. I'm gonna play with you again next time.
And then look, you don't have to log out the application, nothing.
What you talking about? I know.
Look, you can just press the option button again, switch game mode, and go to save the world, boy. Bro, you don't have save the world? Do you have save the world on Fortnite?
No.
No.
I didn't.
Don't have to do that.
Yeah.
You gotta do a big one. Look, options, press options. Press the options button. Press options. So you can do the save the world. Kurt. Press the option.
Bounce off the giant Astro's head.
Yeah, like the
They're in this shot. Wow, the astronomical things all at the shark. They are sus.
No, like the heads of the character you using him. You got bumps off the top of their heads.
In this mode, right? In duo. So before I go, God.
Wait, I lost my bird.
Or Team Rumble, right? That's what I should do. Oh yeah, I'm tripping.
A big burp like
Team
that.
Rumble. How do I cancel it?
You can't. I did it. I did it. I messed up. Okay, try to make a big burp like. No, like we trying to.
That was little.
That was bad.
Excuse me, cause I was about to throw up from a burp.
Almost.
I want to be fast.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a play with my game. No cap. Come on. So can we use your controller?
What? No.
Yeah, don't be tripping, don't.
Oh, that's hot, bruh. Wow, they put it near the shark.
So
2 days.
Oh, it's in the next 2 hours?
No, it says the next show is in the next 2 days.
Next 2 hours.
2 hours and 51 minutes.
Yo, end up there with it. Do not pick him.
Bro. I'm trying to dance.
Don't pickaxe nobody.
I know. They trying to kill Travis Scott.
Oh, they trying to kill you.
My boy.
Oh,
Yo!
dirty.
It died on me. Yo.
See, look, you got bounce on those things.
It did me super dirty.
It's my egg costume.
Don't be tripping. Don't be stupid.
Curtisy LiVE. Shout out to for now. A lot of people out here, man, you know they change the rules. I'm a starving artist, I'ma make it a father. Gonna hit the drop, tryna make it to the top. Just to wake you up, that you might be open now. Don't really know who the people tryna find. I don't really care, you have to take what they got. I just focus on the treasures in the heaven. I ain't really gonna be staying with sitting in the main place. Nah, for real. Curtisy LiVE. Yeah. Curtisy LiVE. Yeah. Midnight Express. Yeah. Got to sell it, man. That's the blue pill. It's like blue pill. Then we gotta get people out in that part. Get super tiny and getting worse. And you gonna keep it coming first. Thank you.
Trying to take the children to God and take flight. This is an evil parasitic parasite. There's an evil life. That's why God does it. He's burning everyone. That's why I have to get up to the world. And I have to stay to the world.
What's up, y'all? I think we need more people. We're definitely gonna need more people.
Look sharp. We don't know what we're gonna find. On a doomed mission. Stop before you start. I'm serious. I'm being damn serious right now. Believe me. Don't you forget it, double slice. Yeah, pretty sure that's it. How's it look from home base? Due to expedition, with time running out, and no hope of escape. That's all me for asking. Let's see what we're working with. Stand by to deploy scanning array. We want to place it as close to the point of impact as possible. Mark the location on your map. Deploy the scanner. Okay, look out. Scanner's taking damage. Everyone get back. The meteor's damaging everything that gets too close. I don't think it comes in peace. We better move to the edge of the crater before dropping the next scanner. Check your map before placing the next scanner.
What's up, Iconic? You alright?
Curtisy LiVE 2020. A lot of people made starstruck because they love her. Really good. A lot of people give me. I can trust you. You say give me now. People give me heart, really give marriage to the day. People give me up each and every day.
This is hard. That is serious.
He is not taking you a back on the first beat of the game. This is about the loyalty we say. What about we what God said? I believe in Jesus Christ and the soul of man. Eternal life, we know there's no tank. And the fornicator, they can get entertainment. Right? 1,000 times from 11 actually is something that's eternal. And then I find people out here just focus on the external, temporary flesh. A lot of people call it the new world. They know they're settled for the last, but not really know what God is about. So the rest to the dying and on the death. So they did it for his kids, so they took their tendency. Name up the name, all the respect, or the 100 grams. They get extra money. I just feel like feeling like it's fuck, because I'm talking about eternity and their lives. People will make it to believe in the lie. You don't want to die, corrupted, another lie. You didn't run away from God. People want to die because they love their lives.
We've got husbands incoming. You've got time to reinforce your area surrounding the sensors.
Like they don't have any remorse, and they just talk like that. They don't really make justice in their father and their right and their fucking heart. It doesn't know their heart. Learning those people at the heart. Curtisy LiVE on the top. Coming after you. I don't want to have to in my heart, big as shit. I was never a race. I'm a special person. To the land. It's hidden to the people who speak. Hope you're hungry yourself. And meant for you.
You definitely need 4 people for this one. It's no joke. It's mad hard and there's a boss at the end. That's a wrap. That's hot. How to act like you ready. Yeah. Alright, so the attack is about to start in like I get the Batman key. think you got it. You got it. You don't got the Batman costume though. Yeah, they breaking that one. The other two are good. Good job, yo.
I don't need no new kids, what it is. People out here don't know how to live. Like Jesus Christ, and they falling in the hell. I just be like, this ain't no show and tell you prevail. I be like, you don't wanna be the one to catch hell. And that home invasion, yeah, they gon' catch shell. And they did Pop Smoke dirty. Ran in his house dirty. With a dirty 30 and he died. And they ignorant mother died. And they wanna be the one to live a lie. Then I guess on Judgment Day, God gon' say goodbye. Depart from me, a worker of iniquity. You don't wanna be the holder, bigotry. or hate in your heart. And that sin, man, you better look hard. I believe in Jesus Christ and God.
Yeah, I got my boy Kobe on the hill or uptown. Yeah, yeah. Why they put Kobe on that helicopter? Indian version on his helicopter, yeah. Why they do Kobe like that? They jealous? Or they mad? Big mad? Little mad? Big mad or little mad? They big mad or little mad? Hey, 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 hey.
Started in the crash, it's a helicopter crash, with the people on the land, and the reaching back and let's keep. I'm a fight Illuminati is ain't no police. You gotta understand the beast in the beast system and the antichrist in it. And he's trying to close up, and the world dominates, he's trying to close us up. You don't want it, you take that mark, you burn it from the start, and you never get out from this thing in the park. You better run when you get up out of God's wrath. This is why I have to repent. Don't only joke. People out here say you outspoken, and you know I spoke. I'ma run up on these people when I gotta smoke. Freezing, man. A lot of people, they don't believe in me. Sad things when you find out. People out here, pay the Oscar real fat. Cancer animation, man, that's real. Yeah, child tribulation. That's real thing.
What happened? I don't understand.
Oh, nigga. Curtisy LiVE 2020. End times production. Yeah. Trying to fight all look corruption. Yeah. You don't know. End times is changing. Whole world controlled by satanic. Fight back in a rebel on the bandit. And people out here when they say epic, can't make it, they give up. And people out here when they say trap. They all corrupt. A lot of people out here when they say we in a great nation. Where the people out here want to burn what I call that connotation. They trying to genocide us. And you live a lie. Depopulation. Cause you really so survive.
People got too much pride.
And you live a lie. And you try. With the evil and pride. He said, God thank you.
That is his own.
Continually is wicked, but you already know what's first. We had the woman talking about put you on the shirt. A lot of people out here getting dying, dropped in the door to get an egg. Right. Over there, some people out there with the shit. A lot of these people, you know, it's for no reason. Switching up like this season. Nigga, wait, I know you ain't sleeping. Most of these people, they not believe. I said, oh, I'm gonna take that empty thing. And these people, they don't understand parents. What if you learn in anything, right? For real? People, I know people dying, people run, I know. Caught up in the oh my God! People burning, don't know no more. Yo, shit's dark now, dude. I think Jesus Christ. Please forgive me for this Lord. I was living in Christ. I was living in Christ. That hate in my heart.
I don't know, guys. Doesn't look like it's loading. I had to turn it off. Because it's never done this before. It's sitting at the loading screen.
Oh, that shit easy as hell then, because we used to do that. We was like, started out like rock.
Curtisy live. Yeah. Curtisy live. 2020. Yeah. Curtisy live. Curtisy live. 2020. Yeah. 2020. Curtisy live. Part of my eye. A lot of people living close around. Look at it die. A lot of people out here, they done died. You was right. I don't wanna burn. It's a lie. This ain't lie. Kennedy, yeah, you improvise. Improvise. A lot of people dying. In the pestilence and revelation, nigga, we really is surviving. You see, it's having like a life. People are fighting back. Yeah, I'm igniting. These people, man, you know it is starting to them. It's just a fun. They rather burn. This is my concern. A lot of people don't want to get out until it's just learn. And they learn. They don't learn. They don't care. This the hardest credit. With dance and despair, yeah. Easy finish and rough. That's a deposit. That's a check route. Check is what they all about. I ain't worried about money, man. It's temporary, what is now. As soon as look at you with a frown. I'm watching when people go down. A lot of people die. This ain't no time. The pretty dreams is the same. I'm just fighting back until the end. Revelations in the market, pieces never change. Watch the law. Ain't worried about the surviving Christians and the believers just trying to crawl. Find their way out. With the devil sprawling in, looking in the God to the peak out. This is true. This is why it's constant. All the people trying to fight through. I'ma fight back for my people. The kingdom coming with salvation is the secret. God is the secret in it. Word is forever, ain't no retreating. This is why you have to be forgiven. Don't turn on God for no reason. In end times, and it is so deceiving. People, man, they not believing. Commandments, and you know it ain't really by. For eternity, and then them outcry. A lot of people live life. And they burning every day, and they don't realize the race is the cross with the top prize. See live on the track. When I spit the truth back. For the people that had heart attacks, and it's just too late, and you hate that. You got respect, yeah. And you know they back. Those people turn on you, ain't just living, you know
Liberty honors veterans first and foremost by their flexibility.
Before we end this broadcast,
they create.
If you've ever had this feeling that something was terribly wrong with the world that we live in, but you couldn't figure out just what it was, then you've come to the right place. Secret societies, mystery religions, and the Illuminati have been controlling our reality since the beginning of time, but not anymore. And you are about to become a part of it. Wake up, because this is a call for an uprising.
This is a call for an uprising. Welcome to today's show. I would recommend sharing this with everyone that you know to show them what's really going on. And no, I'm not going to sit here and talk about the actual outbreak. I'm going to sit here and talk about how they've prepared you and show you how they've prepared people for 20 themselves in their own home to create a police state, but not the way that people thought that the police state would come in, not the way that they thought the surveillance state would come in with just cameras on street corners and cameras on light. People imprison themselves in their own homes and have given all of their rights and privacy to the CIA, to third parties who they don't even have a clue exist, and they don't realize when they purchase these things, they're giving their data away, giving their rights away, and allowing out of prison. Because they don't need prisons anymore. They don't need to pay prison guards. They don't need to waste time. There's not enough cells in this country for regular citizens. They know that. There's more of us than them. So what do? They convince society through technology to imprison themselves when they say fit, like right now. Don't question it, quarantine yourself, because everything in your home is already recording and watching you 24/7. From your television, to your phone, to your Amazon Echo, to your Google Home, to your Alexa, to your Ring doorbell. They've been preparing for a long time for this, convincing people to do this to themselves so that all they need to do to push the police state is tell you to lock yourselves indoors. This is what they've done to our world. And this is why right now, while people are quarantined, while people are on lockdown, they don't give a crap about you crying to get out of your home, because they know that you're imprisoned in your home and they're watching you, just like they told you they always would. Welcome to the police state. Welcome to the New World Order.
Most prisons across California are overcrowded. It's an old problem which lawyers say needs immediate attention because of the pandemic. Last week, state officials announced they'll release 3,500 inmates imprisoned for nonviolent crimes and scheduled for release in the next 60 days.
Next tonight, into that question I mentioned, is your TV watching and listening to you? New smart TVs with internet connections able to transmit your private conversations. Here's ABC's Rebecca Jarvis.
Hello, Mr. Yakamoto.
A warning tonight, straight out of Minority Report.
How does assorted tank tops work out for you?
From Samsung, your smart TV is watching you.
You got a smart hub?
The latest technology that turns your voice into a remote so that you can scan YouTube, choose a movie, or change channels just by speaking can also hear your private conversations. YouTube. We gave Samsung's latest model a test. Once I press this button, everything I say into this device is getting recorded and could be shared with a third party. It's as cool as it is creepy.
People have this expectation that the conversations that they have in their own home or what they choose to watch, this kind of data, is really private.
Samsung's privacy policy telling consumers, please be aware that if your spoken words include personal or other information, they will be captured and transmitted to a third party. The company adding that they do this to improve the features of their television. Another step deeper into a world where Big Brother really is watching and listening to you.
My husband and I would randomly joke sometimes, like, I bet these devices are listening to what we're saying.
Until recently, Danielle's home was completely wired up in every room with the Amazon Echo. Her family used the Alexa app to do everything from turn up the heat to turn off the lights.
But Danielle told us via Skype that 2 weeks ago, their love for Alexa changed with an alarming phone call.
The person on the other line said, "Unplug your Alexa devices right now."
That person was one of her husband's employees calling from Seattle.
We go around and unplug them all. He proceeded to tell us that he had received audio files, recordings from what was going on in our house.
Danielle says her Amazon device in her Portland home recorded a private conversation and sent that recording to a random contact, which happened to be the employee in Seattle.
At first, my husband was like, "No, you didn't." And he's like, "You sat there talking about hardwood floors." And we're, "Oh, gosh, you really did."
Danielle listened to the conversation, and she couldn't believe someone 176 miles away heard it too.
I felt invaded, like total privacy invasion. Like, immediately I'm like, I'm never plugging that device in again. I can't trust it.
Danielle unplugged all the devices.
It was one of these that sent it.
And she repeatedly called Amazon. She says an Alexa engineer investigated.
Well, our engineers went through all of your logs. They saw exactly what you told us, exactly what you said happened, and we're sorry.
We're sorry.
He apologized like 15 times in like a matter of 30 minutes and said, "We really appreciate you bringing this to our attention. This is something we need to fix."
And did he tell you why it happened?
He said that the device guessed what we were saying.
When we asked Amazon questions, they sent this response. Amazon takes privacy very seriously. We investigated what happened and determined this was an extremely rare occurrence. We are taking steps to avoid this from happening in the future.
You know, husband and wife, when they're in the privacy of their home, they have conversations that they're not expecting to be sent to their address book.
Gary Worker, Kairos 7 News.
Get away from the door. From catching thieves in the act to cute kids on the front porch.
I love you!
To solving kidnappings. Doorbell cameras have gone viral. Now some cities are partnering with Amazon to distribute its Ring cameras at a discount to deter crime. The Wolcott, Connecticut Police Department says the cameras have already solved 3 burglaries.
Whether it's an inner city, whether it's a rural area, people want to be safe in their own homes.
Police have no access to watch the cameras live. Amazon Ring says the footage remains in the cloud for 2 months, controlled by the homeowner, who remains anonymous. If a crime occurs, police ask Ring to ask the homeowner if they share the video.
I'm gonna have to restart the broadcast.
Advocates warn more surveillance will unfairly impact minorities.
We've already seen in the past several years a lot of high-profile instances
Make sure the soul said
people policing